Hi guys, this is Dr. Brian Opp from Opp Family Chiropractic right here in St. Francis. And today I want to talk to you about a growing health issue, oxalates. What are oxalates? Well, they're found in plants. So what they're used for by the plant is for protection. So when an animal or other predator comes and tries to eat them, it leaves a bad taste in their mouth so that they don't come eating them anymore. So where are we going to find these oxalates? Well, green smoothies, right? Juicing, any of that stuff where we're eating a ton of vegetables, we can get an overabundance of oxalates. What are some of the signs and symptoms of overabundance of oxalates? Kidney stones is being one of the major ones. 75% of kidney stones are oxalate stones. Other things that we're going to find, thyroid nodules. It's shown that 90% of thyroid nodules have oxalates in them. There's heavy metal toxicity because they play a role in that. Hormone imbalances, gut infections, and even increase in tumor growth in cancer. So where does this all start? Where does the problem begin? Well, in the gut, right? So right at the top, it has to do with poor fat digestion. So where do we start to digest our fat? Just like I've always said, whatever happens in the north is going to show up in the south. So stomach acid being number one, gallbladder with low bile function and gallbladder function being number two. If you have a hormone estrogen issue, that's definitely going to make the gallbladder not function very well. So those are the three major things that we see for poor fat digestion right away. What that then leads to is an increase in those oxalates because they end up getting, that fat gets all the way down into your large intestine, and your bad bugs start to eat that and produce oxalates. So then that starts to cause you to waste what we call sulfates, and sulfates are needed for metabolism, so your metabolism will decrease. It's super important for your liver detoxification process, so that starts to go bad. You get behavioral issues with this, and you get poor gut health just in general when you start wasting a lot of those sulfates. Next, the slimy layer in small intestine and large intestine starts to go away, because you don't have enough of the good bacteria and the good food being produced from that fat, being able to feed those good bugs. Next, then that starts to create a leaky gut. So now we don't have a slimy layer to protect it. The cells start to separate. We get colitis, inflammation in there. We get an infection. And then we start to get inflammation. We all know that inflammation leads to what? Chronic disease. So there's where all your autoimmunity, allergies, asthma, all that type of stuff that starts to really wreak havoc on our health. So we really need to make sure that we're not wasting those sulfates, because that is super bad for your health. So what do we do to help with this issue? One, we can take some calcium during meals. We want to make sure we're taking the right amount and the right kind. So having that with meals to help reduce those oxalate loads is very important. We want to clear up any infections that might be going on. If you have an oxalate issue, you definitely have an infection in that gut. So we want to be clearing that up as well so we can start absorbing our nutrients. Taking some B6, some lysine, that definitely helps with those issues. A probiotic as we're planting new seeds when we get rid of the infection. And lastly, we want to start reducing some of those oxalates in our diet. We don't want to go cold turkey, because that just throws you for a major loop. It can make you sick as well too. So we want to slowly reduce it. So those are some of the things that I want you to be watching out for, and that we can help you with getting over a lot of these health issues that people don't really see, and you're not going to find them. We run an organic acid test. The oxalate levels in your body show up on that, so it's a really great tool that we use to help with patients to really dissect on what's going on with their health issues. This is Dr. Brian Opp from Opp Family Chiropractic. Hope you enjoyed this message.